It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He's now up to 31 stops this season after his last game. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Such a great tradition. Thanksgiving Day in the NFL. So happy to be a part of it as well. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, think about it. Detroit, 1934. Dallas, 1966. That's where the seeds for this thing has been planted. 3 games during the day and night. Now, I love that we call it the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a player, a coach, a
Time to renew one of the great holiday traditions of the NFL. Football and the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. And off we go from Texas. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Micah Parsons on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now a loose football, but this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
It's another go with Dillon. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Prescott. Look wide. Get this one complete. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. That is fielded at the 20. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Eagles offense, and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Ball start. Offense.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. To throw is Hurts. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run it here with Saquon. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on in trouble, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but If they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
13 yards on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
Eagles take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin first and 10. Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. Hurts. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing is Hurts. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
Here's Braden Mann now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll be third down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Holding offense.
That's on the former first-round pick, Titus Howard. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Now Prescott. Off he goes. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. So we are through one on this Thanksgiving Day. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Play to the running back. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dillon.
A.J. Dillon, the ball carrier. Taken down by Nakobe Dean. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run with Dillon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense just can't buy a 3rd down conversion right now, Mike. And if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL. And so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Automatic first down.
Man in motion is Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. Hurts again. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Now Barkley. Whoa! And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step
to the back of the end zone. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle. First play of the drive, and here's Dillon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Right back to Dillon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Prescott's pass Complete to number 21.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Philadelphia.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. To the air again, Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 9. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He keeps it himself. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for Prescott. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
A first down throw for Hurts. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington Commanders as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders taking on the New York Giants. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0. As both of these defenses have been out there trying to
Just that
one
touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still second down.
Second down, Prescott. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 22.
Here's Dak to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second.
And he will score. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. On 1st and 10, Prescott. The ball comes out. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown who was hurt on that last play. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion now is White. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coverage on the play by Saquon.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Running with authority as he pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Dak to throw. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to run it. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw is Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Dillon. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
At the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Prescott now. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment. Defense. Still 2nd down.
Zone read, and it's a give to Dillon. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. He is in. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. We're on to the 4th on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Dillon. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Prescott.
7-yard line.
A short throw caught by Ferguson. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
A good 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Prescott. He'll try to set up the screen to Dillon. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Automatic first down.
They'll throw again. Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. To the air again. Prescott. He'll try to run for it. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's caught by Dillon. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 3rd down, it's the big back, Dillon. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and 4th down's coming up.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. Again, Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Third and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, it's Smith. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Saquon, Barkley, and this Eagle offense set to take over again. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Now we'll get a pause here, an injured player, and it's A.J. Brown, who was hurt on that last play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. 3rd and 5. Hurts working in the pistol. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He'll tuck it and take off. Oh, yeah.
Holding offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
And 20.
Prescott now. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. One more time with Dillon. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? To throw is Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Mike, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll let this go for Goddard. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Encroachment, defense.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.